there is a spiritual aspect of this festival of Holi. You see, Prahlad actually exemplified the divine vision that God is everywhere in this world. Unfortunately, we are unable to see Him everywhere. And why is that so? We have got something called perceptional blindness, which means we don't always see things as they are. There's a famous gorilla experiment. A video was made of 45 seconds in which there are 3 basketball players wearing white dress and 3 basketball players wearing black dress. They are moving around in a circle. The white players are passing the ball amongst themselves. The black players are passing amongst themselves. And on the screen, the message comes, count how many times the white players pass the ball. So you need to remove all the clutter and keep your focus. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not difficult to count till 16 in 45 seconds. And then in the end, the message comes. This is one of the most famous experiments of psychology. The message comes, did you notice the gorilla that came in the video? And people say, gorilla? What gorilla? Then go back and look. So halfway through the video, one man wearing a gorilla dress comes right into the center of the screen and hits the chest with the fists for full 5 seconds and then walks out. But majority of the people don't even notice the gorilla because they are so focused on counting the passing of the balls. This is called perceptional blindness. Likewise, sometimes we think, oh my God, everything is wrong in my life, all unfortunate things are happening to me and my luck is so bad. And we think this is the reality of our situation. Whereas the fact is, this is our perceptional blindness. We are not noting all the good things that are there in our life. Everybody's cup of life is half empty and it is also half full. But we have a thing called negativity bias, where 24 areas of your life are correct and 1 area is bad, and the mind fixates, my neighbor is so bad, my neighbor is so bad, my neighbor is so bad, and that makes a person unhappy without realizing all the good things in their life. So we people create perceptions of the world. And because of the way we see the world, we become unhappy or happy. Usually unhappy. This is wrong with my life, that is wrong, and this is how unfortunate things are. And we forget to see the graces in our life. And the saints explain to us that look, just like Prahlad saw God everywhere, it is a fact that the whole world is perfect. Ishavasyamidam sarvam, Purushe vedam sarvam, Vasudeva sarvamiti, Siya Ramamay sab jagajani. All the scriptures are saying that God, this world is the veritable form of God. So what is happening is our own mind is coloring the world. And we are thinking it's the world. We are forgetting that it is our own mindset. Just like there's another famous experiment which was conducted in 2007. And this is also on YouTube. Joshua Bell is a world famous violinist. He plays on a violin which is $3.5 million. That expensive. In the year 2007, he did a performance in Boston where tickets were $100 to $500 just to sit and listen to his performance. And Washington Post arranged for him to play in a metro station in Washington DC, unknown to everyone, and one morning. It was a weekday morning. When people come to the metro station, they are in a hurry and they rush. So the experiment was to see that do people notice the miraculous in an ordinary situation. So Joshua Bell sat down there and he played the violin for full 45 minutes, the most spectacular compositions of the Western world by Bach, etc. And he poured his heart into it. So he was sitting on the metro station as if like a beggar. And the begging bowl was also there. And in the 45 minutes, 1,000 plus people went by. Majority of them did not even pay attention. After many minutes, one little child stopped to look. But his mummy was in a hurry, she pulled him across. Go. Few more minutes went by and somebody dropped a penny into his bowl. Overall, 7 people gave him some money. But not even one noticed that this is the world famous Joshua Bell playing. And the experiment's aim was just to understand, do people realize the miraculous or not? And the result was obvious, that they miss out completely. Now from the Vedic perspective, it is the same problem happening. That the glory of God is everywhere. And because of our own perceptional blindness, we are missing out on it. So what we see is getting colored by the color of our antahkaran, of our heart. And we are blaming the world for it. One lady, she got up in the morning and she looked out of the window and said to her husband, "My dear husband, look, our neighbors, their clothes are hanging from the clothesline and they are all so dirty." Next day she said, "My dear husband, the neighbor's house has got blotches on it. They have not painted it in a long while." The third day she said, "My dear husband, even the car is dirty. What awful neighbors we have got." The fourth day when she got up, she said, "Today everything of theirs is clean. What happened? Suddenly they have changed their habits." The husband said, "My dear wife, the only thing that happened was that I in night cleaned the window pane of our own house. There was nothing dirty there. Our own window pane was dirty." So likewise, in this world where God is everywhere, our own heart is dirty. Either it is tamasic, or it is rajasic, or it is sattvic. And with that lens, we are seeing the world and we are saying, this is dirty, that is that, this is that. And the saints are telling us, look, in this very world, we see God everywhere. Vatan mein, ghatan mein, vithin mein, bagan mein, belin mein, vatika mein, phulan mein, van mein. Jahan jahan dekhu tah sham hi dikhai det, mero sham chhaye rahyo nainan mein, man mein. So the message out here is that we need to color our heart. How will we cleanse our heart? The path of bhakti says, you color your heart in the colors of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna is pure. When his colors fall on your heart will get purified. Hence, a poet has said, Ya Anuragi Chittaki. This Anuragi Chit, which has the nature to get attached. Let us say, nobody is left in the family, what do? In Dallas, when I take a morning walk, there's one old man. So over the years, I've seen him with one dog, then another dog. He's all alone. What to do? So dog is man's best friend. So he keeps a dog and his chit gets attached to the dog. So that is the nature of this chit. The verse says, this Anuragi chit, people don't realize. Jyon doobe sham rang, tyon ujjwal hoye. If the color of Sri Krishna falls on it, Sri Krishna is dark colored. He says, oh, my heart will also become samala like him. No. The more that dark colored Sri Krishna's rang falls on you, the more resplendent your chit will become. So on the day of Holi, we pray to God that, my Lord, I don't just want to play Holi with colors. My entreaty to you is, please color my heart in your devotion, in your bhakti. And when this heart becomes nirgun, beyond tamas, rajas, sattva, then we will in fact, like Prahlad, perceive the divinity of the entire world and everything in it. Now Prahlad's leela took place in Satyug. Bhagavan took avatar in Dwapar as Krishna. And Krishna's leelas were unique. Look, Sri Krishna in his playful nature would utilize the Holi festival to engage, to tease the gopis, to play with them, and to indulge in some madhurya bhav fun with the gopis. So the leelas of Radha Krishna and the gopis in the festival of Holi became very popular. And to some extent, this play of Holi was highly popularized by Sri Krishna himself. So since then, the tradition continues. The Holi is played all around Bharatvarsh and of course around the world as well now. But in the land of Braj, it is played with incredible enthusiasm. It continues for all of 15 days. So the devotees of Sri Krishna, they remember the pastimes of Radha Krishna, the holy pastimes, and they use it in their meditation, in their chintan, in their contemplation, and they sing various bhajans. So this becomes also a means for doing Radha Krishna bhakti.